This weekend marks the anniversary of violent clashes with police and protesters in downtown Phoenix, as well as damage to many buildings in the downtown Phoenix area. You'll also recall there was a lot of looting that went on, all of this spurred by the George Floyd killing. The smash and grab looting that went on at Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall, also another low point a year ago. Tomorrow marks 1 year since Arizona Governor Doug Ducey declared a statewide emergency amid all of this unrest. And he said we had to go under curfew. Fox 10's Jennifer Martinez is live with what has changed in the past year. Jennifer.
And Linda, if you recall, that curfew is actually a week long. And while a lot of conversations have opened up since last year and since those protests, an attorney that I spoke to says there's still a lot of work to be done. This is what the city of Phoenix looked like last year, peaceful protests for justice after the death of George Floyd. But when demonstrators clashed with police and caused damage to downtown buildings, and after the smash and grab looting at the Scottsdale Fashion Square, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey issued a statewide week-long curfew and mobilized the Arizona National Guard. Police arrested more than 200 people that night here in Phoenix, many of them by force, after officers declared an unlawful assembly. Now, a year later, what we see are conversations being had
with the government and with corporations about civil rights issues, about diversity issues. So conversations are being had. However, what we really need is a diverse group of people who have a seat at the table when decisions are being made.
Attorney Benjamin Taylor says that the protest brought some positive light and change, not only for the state of Arizona, but the country as a whole.
The protests were on the street, and now you're seeing the shift of protests being on the street, going from the streets into the boardroom. And now people with power are talking about these issues, and hopefully change will be made in the future.
Attorney Benjamin Taylor says the protest brought some positive change not only for the state of Arizona, but the country as a whole. The protest shifting from the streets into boardrooms with hopes of change, but it's too early to tell what effect it has made. Going on to say that police departments will also see a change.
Hopefully, after a whole year later, that we will see more change, more citizen review boards, more boards talking about warrants and no-knock warrants, more boards just talking about police and civil rights issues, and not only talk, but real solutions to get to the bottom of this, so that way nobody will ever get hurt again like George Floyd.
And 2 weeks ago, the city council voted to establish the Office of Accountability and Transparency, which will provide civilian oversight of the police department. Reporting live in Phoenix tonight, I'm Jennifer Martinez with Fox 10 News.